Welcome back to the Nitty Gritty News Show. I'm your host, Frank Latin. We're getting close to wrapping up our first hour, and so far we've discussed world briefs, national briefs, as well as local briefs. So now I want to take the time to discuss a neighborhood phenomenon that has really blown up in the last few years, and that is the impact of loose cigarettes or loose squares being sold on the street. I did some research and found out that people all over the globe have been impacted by the sale of loose squares, from as far away as South Africa to Great Britain to the Middle East, with most smokers having a preference for purchasing loose squares. Some of the reasons cited were that loose squares provide a greater degree of control for smokers, allowing them to smoke only a few cigarettes a day if they choose, as well as the obvious that it allows those who can't afford a pack to still have an occasional puff. However, here in Cook County, it is illegal to sell loose cigarettes. In the midst of these tough economic times, the cigarette tax has really impacted the style of many smokers. We had a discussion with one neighborhood smoker to get his take on the situation. Here's what he had to say.
So B, how long you been smoking squares, man?
Man, about 12 years.
12 years?
12.
And do you prefer to smoke loose squares now, or do you smoke packs?
Honestly, I prefer a pack, but if you can get a loose square, I'll take that one.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So so how long you think they've been selling loose squares?
Loose square's been out, I'm gonna say heavy for about the last 3 years. Loose square's been popping off real tough.
And how much is the average loose square going for?
You get $2 for $1.
$2 for $1?
$2 for $1.
Yeah. It used to be what?
It used to be able to get, when it first kicked off,
yeah,
you get 4 squares for $1. But every time the price of cigarettes go up, the price of loose squares go up.
So by smoking loose squares, do you think you end up smoking less squares or more squares or what?
Really, it's more economics, man. If I can get a loose square, that'll save me from getting a pack, you know. But for the most, it's about the same. About the same.
So you don't think that purchasing them few at a time doesn't necessarily lead to you smoking less cigarettes, or?
Nah. It's a matter of convenience. You know, if you got pack money, you get a pack. If you ain't got pack money, you get loose ones.
Okay, and that's what does it, huh?
That's it, in a nutshell.
But I'm hearing people say that sometimes they end up smoking less squares because they buy less squares. Like if you buy 4 squares for the day, you end up smoking less, whereas if you have a pack, you may end up smoking, more just because you got the pack with you. Is that true for you?
Hey man, I don't mean to pause on it like that. Well, yeah, you can say that, yeah. That's reasonable.
Okay. What you smoke, Newports or?
Newports.
Do you notice the big difference in price of squares from the city to the burbs? Or out in different areas?
You cross into DuPage County, it's $4 off the top, right there.
Well, I guess the whole, like you said before, the whole loose square game done picked up so tough that, man, you mess around and catch a case selling loose squares out here now, man.
Yeah, they ride down on the loose square spot like they do the dope spot now.
Yeah.
Rounding them all up.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, getting your take on the whole loose square thing, since the city got this big non-smoking-ish agenda.
It's big money in loose squares, and a lot of people out here supporting themselves just off squares.
Yeah.
For sure.
People making a living off loose squares?
Oh yeah.
But do you think it's enough people out here buying loose squares to really keep that market alive?
Yeah. If you look around, they all over. You can't hardly smoke a square without somebody asking for one, asking you to hit it. Can I hit your square? You got a one? Can I buy one? You know what I'm saying? So it's good money in it if you don't get caught.
And you don't find it's a shortage of loose square spots or people selling loose squares. Basically every corner you go, huh?
Every 10, 15 feet, darn near.
Somebody try to sell you a loose square?
Oh yeah.
But when you run out of squares, you looking for loose squares or you looking for packs?
In the city, I'm looking for loose squares. I ain't trying to buy no cigarettes on the west side if I can help it. You know what I mean? I hold my money till I can go down to the suburbs or the loose square man. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. So in the city, it's making you curtail your whole smoking in the city, right?
Yeah.
So you'll wait till you get out to the suburbs and get the suburbs that business.
Definitely. Like I said, it's a $4 price difference. You know what I mean? And as much as gas costs, you put that $4 in the tank.
Yeah, that's right. See, with gas prices plus the price of squares,
man, we can't win. Can't catch
hard
a
on
break.
the brother, huh?
Man, you can't catch a break out here.
Hey, maybe Barack could do something about that, huh?
Maybe. He fired for Newport in the White House to see what happened.
Hey, you know he used to smoke squares, right?
Did he?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, he did.
He just stopped.
They was tripping on that shit.
Right, he just stopped. His wife was saying something about when he announced that he wanted to run for squares. She said, "Okay, you can run for president, but you got to stop smoking squares."
Rock sold out. He probably get his for $3 too, though. So ain't no telling.
You think Barack? You think?
Right,
Hey,
right. He got a lick on the squares. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you think Barack was buying loose squares or bad packs when he was smoking?
If the camera's on, he gonna buy a pack.
Right.
Barack from out south. He cut the camera off. He give me 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?